So I have this idea for a new Harry Potter series. He's on this channel. It's gonna be in Gotcha Club, obviously. But I don't really know what to name, if I should really do it, or what to name it. It's about Harry Potter, but it has the concept stories of Land Before Time instead. And Draco is always gotta be nice to Harry, but I don't ship that ship, so don't even think about it, Reddit commenters. But yeah, I don't know if I should do it, or if I do it, what do I name it? Should I just call it Harry Potter, but with this Land Before Time stories? Or something different like that. And I'm not doing what if the Harry Potter characters were in the Land Before Time movies. I'm not doing that. It's gonna take place at regular Hogwarts with the regular Harry Potter characters. There's no going back in time. Only it has the concept stories of the Land Before Time. And they actually use correct words for stuff. And there is actually buildings and things and regular stuff. So what do I do about the first movie? If I do this series, will I just have to skip the first Land Before Time movie? Would I just have to go... wait to do the second film and go straight to the third one? Because there's gotta be a reason for Draco reforming. So, I think what I'll have to end up doing is just... I think I'll just have to end up doing... I'm not doing the first film. I'm doing the third film before the second one. And after that, everything, the order goes like normal. Also, for everything particular I'd have to end up doing, like, Voldemort won't appear until literally later. I think my plans for how the Harry Potter characters will interact with the seventh film is... I'm lucky I was forced to make Ron the technically Petrie of this, because in the third movie of Harry Potter, actually, you know that Ron's pet rat ended up being a Death Eater random dude. I don't know how that even works. Why'd he disguise himself as a rat? When... I mean, if I was a Death Eater and I had to disguise myself, I wouldn't just pick a little tiny rat. I would pick something fearsome, like a lion, or maybe even a wolf, or maybe even... Oh, what cute little things. And I don't know what to basically do for the rest of the movies. I think I would just have to skip Big Freeze altogether because, like, snowing is normal in Hogwarts. It, like, happens all the time. In LEGO Dimensions, it happens all the time. Okay, at this point, I think this video is just gonna be about, I am doing the series and I'm trying to find out what movies I should work on the plots for. Okay. So for the second film, how I would change that, I would twerk that a little. It's a little tricky, considering that humans, birth comes naturally, but in the Land Before Time movies, the movies where every character is technically a bird, births come from... And in the second Land Before Time film, there were her characters primarily all about eating eggs. So how do I change that to more replicate the humans, considering humans don't come from eggs? Do I just make up a whole new thing that these bad guys are all about? Or, also, whatever, let's think about the easier part of this. The fact that there's a baby Sharptooth in that film, aka T-Rex. Now, obviously those things are extinct. I mean, some kind of magic would make me able to get away with keeping that part of the plot the same, but I don't think it, but people would say, that doesn't make much sense. So, I'm deciding Dementors to replace those T-Rexes, because they're literally the next best thing to danger. Other than the werewolves, which only had a few decent second hints in the third Harry Potter movie. So Dementors are what I'm going with. So then you who say a nice baby Dementor? Now I know your reaction to that is,
how the hell does that even work?
So, for this small reason, I don't feel like creating an OC. A nice Dementor OC. So, I'm just gonna pull... This is the only time I'm doing this, but I'm pulling a character from somewhere else. And that character is... Vivian. What? I'm too lazy to create an OC, and out of anything that's not in Harry Potter, the Shadow Sirens from TTYD are kinda like Dementors. Now, I'll still have to do a lot of thinking on the whole eggs topic. I don't know what to do about that! Considering eggs are the main thing that starts the whole plot of the second movie! Whatever, you can just help me decide how to do that in the comments. And anyway, so now we're gonna talk about the regular main cast. Obviously, Chomper would be Vivian. Well, Vivian will be Chomper at least. And since I can't think of anybody else decent for Ruby, I'm just throwing Ginny on that spot. But it kind of makes sense, because like Ruby, Ginny didn't have much of an impact on the Harry Potter movies. But she was still there, and that was good. And the regular main cast of 5 will have to be the main trio, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, along with Draco and Crookshanks because I feel like it. What? There was no other spot to fill the Spike spot. Plus, I ended up making Hermione the Ducky of the series, so who cares? Now we're gonna move on to how we're gonna change things about the 4th movie. Obviously, Harry's parents are dead, so how will I get something that will work out for that? Also, Harry would have to have a cousin. A female cousin. Oh, great! I think this calls for another OC! Or I could literally just steal the twin sister OC from that one Ungotcha Life mini-movie of Harry Potter I saw one time. And it was a mini-movie where Harry Potter had a twin sister. And I found it very interesting. And at least that video was normal on ships. I really don't like the Harry X Draco ship. So I could literally just steal that twin sister from that skit, while also giving credit to the person who made that mini movie. But then I would have to have someone who ends up being related to Harry, and that person was an adult. I feel like that would have to call for another OC. And also, the villains in the 4th Land Before Time movie are one-time appearances, so they never appear ever again, so I'd have to show two very forgettable villains. And so, I think I would choose Umbridge and whoever else comes to mind. Anyway, the 5th movie. I don't know how that would go, but I'd have to create OCs for Vivian's parents. I don't know why I would do that. I know. Also, I would have to make a reason for them to, for everyone to, oh no, we have to leave Hogwarts temporarily. So, the 5th movie is another one I'll have to do a little bit of thinking on. And then the 6th movie. I'll have to create a superhero OC! Oh, this is so fun! So I asked my brother about it, and apparently the only ultimate magic user that isn't Dumbledore is someone that appears in year 7, so I'd have to play the game up to that, the Lego game up to that point before I can actually make the 6th film. Or watch the movies. After another talk with my mom, I discovered that second ultimate magic user is the 3 brothers. I don't understand.
Only one of them.
Well, only one of them. So I'd have to use that guy for the lone dinosaur. So yeah, that works out. So anyway, now the 7th movie, which we technically already discussed earlier, Scabbers is technically Toronto in this situation. And the 8th movie, I might just have to skip that one because the whole plot of the 8th Land Before Time movie, he has a heavy emphasis on, oh no, it snowed and we gotta survive. And guess what? What it does a lot at Hogwarts. You guessed it. It snows a lot over there. And since they're humans, they can get regular food. Food that they don't have to worry about not being able to find. Unless they're snowed in, but no. Another big reason I feel like I would have to skip Big Freeze is because since I ended up making Hermione the Ducky in my series, and this movie, he has Ducky trying to be mad because she doesn't know how for some reason. That's kind of impossible too, considering Hermione's middle name is Anger. Yeah, she's apparently a trained professional at being mad. So that wouldn't make much sense. Also, the fact that if I did have to do it, then Crunkshanks would have to find another cat. I mean, no way I'm gonna create a Cat-O-Say. Cat-O-Seys are the hardest. Cause how long did you think it took for the world to create Garfield and Aristocats? I'm technically being sarcastic right now. So, I think I'm gonna have to skip the Big Freeze. And I think the movie after that, the 9th movie I literally only seen once in my entire lifetime, because the first time I saw it was the only time I saw it. I may watch it again because I have literally every single movie at my grandpa's house, so yeah, I might watch it again. But until then, I can not remember any of the big details. I don't know what to do with the migration movie, though. Considering we're humans. Humans don't migrate. And we're humans, we know the solar eclipse isn't dangerous! It's literally just... Also, I'd have to create another relative to Harry Potter. This migration movie, I think it's gonna be another skip. So technically, and then the tiny dudes, I don't know what to do about that one. I seriously don't know, considering... What? Are they just gonna be a million gray matters invading? Will that one have to be another one? As we go deeper into the Land Before Time movies, it starts to become more and more prehistoric. So until I figure out what will cause the blaming and the tiny invasion, I think that one will have to be a toss-up. After that, it was Flyer Dudes, and that one I can do kind of well, because apparently I saw a video of Half-Blood Prince in a nutshell, and apparently Ron actually joins the Quidditch stuff. I'm assuming that means in the Lego game he's gonna be able to fly well on a broom too. Or maybe that part only happens in the movies and is not important Lego game wise. But whatever. Since it happens in the movies, it means I can use it. And it can also be used well because, kind of, really much like Petrie, Ron does have pretty much a gigantic family. Seriously. I literally confirmed Ron, the Weasley family, to be Harry Potter's universe version of... Hey, but it's only because of the amount of siblings. But it would also mean I'd have to create a whole new OC who doesn't think he's good at riding a broom, but apparently he is. I really don't want to create any OCs. Also, Draco with a younger brother / sister. I really don't want to create OCs! But yeah. Finally, sometime after movie 7, Day of the Flyers is one I'll be able to do. And I think after that it was the Wisdom of Friends. Yes, after that it was the Wisdom of Friends. And in the original Land Before Time movie, it's where they meet total old doofus, is dummy, believably dumb guys who are migrating to Berry Valley. And I don't know how I'd be able to make this Harry Potter form, considering it's not dinosaurs, no migrating. So I think what I'll have to do is create some magical wizards that go to a different school and are believably super dumb. But then after that, there's more of them, which I'm not going to bother to add into my version. This one might be another toss-up. And finally, the last Land Before Time movie, up to this point, Journey of the Brave. And Journey of the Brave, my plan for it is gonna be the best. Because since Harry Potter is the generic main character, in both of and even my interpretation, in the Harry Potter interpretation of the Land Before Time I'm doing, because of that, and the plot of the original Journey of the Brave movie, so since the concept of the original Journey of the Brave movie was Littlefoot going to save his dad, real dad, I think my idea for this is Harry Potter reigniting with his parents by rescuing them from uncertain doom, because apparently they're still alive. In my version, they're still alive. in my version, Voldemort just has took them away. He thought about killing them and decided, no, I'm gonna throw you on a molten rock in the middle of the lava ocean. And for some reason they survived all that time. And I know official material says that Harry's parents are very much dead, but what's wrong with creating a little fan fiction along with your fan series? Therefore, that is the idea. So basically, Harry Potter has no choice but to go save his parents. Oh, and probably defeat Voldemort. I'm not sure. I'm kind of bored with this idea. Not really. Not in the bored you mean. You think. And finally, the last concept we have to go over. Land Before Time has a giant array of musical numbers, and Harry Potter does not. In fact, here's how many times he sung something in Harry Potter. One time. And it wasn't even truly a musical number, it was just there. And therefore, I don't know whether I should cut out the musical numbers or just keep them in. Because Land Before Time does have some very catchy songs that I really like. Yeah, Land Before Time does have very good songs. Even when the song is sung by a bad guy, it's good. So, in terms of songs, I place the Land Before Time movie, he's over the series. Because the series, what the series does for songs is literally reuse tunes from the movies and just change up the lyrics a little bit. Wow, this just turned into a giant gripe about the Land Before Time series. And don't worry, I'll stop. I'm gonna stop. It's just, comment whether you want me to keep the musical numbers or leave them out. Because even though Land Before Time has some good musical numbers, some songs are repetitive and annoying. So anyway, so that's my plan. Hope you watched this entire video and wasted most of your day. This is Princess Primarina signing out.